Located in Northern Europe, Estonia is a largely underrated gem. In addition to being affordable for travelers, Estonia boasts medieval cities, scenic coastlines, and fascinating history. Bordered by Russia, Latvia, and Gulf of Finland, and the Baltic Sea, Estonia is also more accessible than many travelers expect. Among the best places to visit in Estonia are castles, national parks, and cultural hotspots. Stay till the very end to find out about a very peculiar Estonian pastime that no one saw coming as well. Ranging from the beautiful, wind-swept coastlines of the Baltic Sea and the Finnish Gulf to the rolling forests around Tartu in the south, and offers up some amazing and wondrous destinations along the way. So, let's explore the best places to visit in Estonia in our compilation. Viljandi. In southern Estonia is the small city of Viljandi. The city has a rich history that is nearly 2,600 years old, and plenty of historic architecture still remains. The 16th century ruins of the Viljandi Order Castle, for example, are a major attraction. The biggest reason to visit Viljandi, however, is the annual folk music festival. Every July, the city attracts as many as 20,000 visitors who come specifically for folk music. Dozens of concerts are held in every venue imaginable, and the event is the largest music festival in the entire country. Soomaa National Park. Soomaa National Park is a fascinating destination, primarily a peat bog formed as a result of glacier melt from more than 10,000 years ago. Soomaa National Park is cut by several beautiful rivers. The best way to explore Soomaa is by canoe. You rent canoes or join a self-guided tour, and as you paddle, you'll be able to spot deer, elk, bears, beavers, golden eagles, and more. Canoeing is especially popular in the spring, or what locals call the fifth season. During this time of the year, water levels rise substantially, and boats are sometimes the only way to get around. Rakvere Castle. Northern Estonia is home to Rakvere, a city where humans have lived for nearly 1,500 years. The city's biggest attraction is Rakvere Castle, which was constructed in the 16th century. The castle has become a kind of medieval theme park, and costumed visitors and staff wander the grounds. You can watch knights polishing their armor, see an alchemist's workshop, and tour the ancient wine cellar. In the castle's Schenkenberg Tavern, you can even dine on classic medieval dishes. Visiting the castle is an unforgettable way to bring history to life. Hiiumaa. When most people picture Estonia, they don't picture islands. However, Hiiumaa is just one of several islands off the coast and in the Baltic Sea. To reach Hiiumaa, you can take a plane from Tallinn or a ferry from multiple coastal cities on the mainland. Equally loved by surfers, sailors, and hikers, Hiiumaa is a great place to visit for those looking for peace and quiet. The island also boasts many interesting lighthouses. The 19th century cast iron Takune Lighthouse is the tallest in the country. The Kopu Lighthouse, however, is far older. Dating back to the 15th century, Kopu is one of the oldest lighthouses on the planet. Narva Castle. The city of Narva is the easternmost destination in the country, not to mention the entire European Union. The city was heavily bombed during World War II, but thankfully the beautiful and historic Narva Castle still stands. The castle, which is also known as Herman Castle, was built in the 13th century, but the Danes as a residence for the Danish king's vice-regent. Inside the castle is the Narva Museum, as well as a collection of handicraft workshops where you can watch and even learn the skills used in medieval times. The castle tower overlooks the Ivangorod Castle on the Russian side of the river. Parnu. Where the Parnu River meets the Gulf of Riga, you'll find the coastal resort city of Parnu. Parnu is known as the summer capital because it is where so many Estonians choose to take their summer vacations. The biggest reason to come to Parnu is the beach, which boasts fine white sand and gorgeous dunes. The beach promenade runs along the shore and helps to create the traditional coastal resort feel in the city. Even after the sun sets for the day, lighting along the promenade ensures that people are still walking and enjoying the coastal scenery. If a rainy afternoon appears, join the locals at V Park, a popular indoor water park in Parnu. Saaremaa. The largest Estonian island is called Saaremaa, and it is located in the Baltic Sea. The island has an 8,000-year-old history and was ruled by Danes, Swedes, Germans, and Russians at the time. Today, most visitors spend their time on the island's capital city of Kuressaare. In Kuressaare, you can explore the completely intact medieval castle. You can tour the castle and the grounds, which now serve as home to the Regional Museum of Saaremaa. If you're interested in hiking, sightseeing, birdwatching, or photography, then Saaremaa Sorvi Peninsula is a particularly scenic destination to explore. Lahemaa National Park. One of the most popular national parks in Estonia is Lahemaa. Since it is just an hour's drive from the capital, it is the ideal day trip. Viruraba or Virubog is a must-see part of the park. Trees poke from the swampy grounds, and there is a definite ethereal quality. To make it easy to explore Virubog, there is a 5-kilometer or 3-mile boardwalk that is usually dry, keeping you out of the water but close enough to admire the scenery. In the middle of the park is Sagadi Village, a fascinating spot where you can tour Sagadi Manor and learn more about the culture and history of the region. Tartu. The city of Tartu is considered the intellectual hub of the country, thanks to the impressive and well-known University of Tartu. Between the university and the fact that Tartu is the oldest city in the nation, this city is clearly an interesting destination. Its handsome center is lined with classically designed 18th century buildings, many of which have been put to innovative use. One of the coolest attractions in Tartu is the soup neighborhood. In the soup neighborhood, every street is named after soup ingredients, like potatoes, beans, and peas. Old wooden houses line these streets, which are just next to the Imahogi River. Tallinn. The most popular place to visit in Estonia is Tallinn, the capital and the hub of medieval architecture. The heart of the city is called Toompea, a hill that retains a historic atmosphere thanks to cobblestone streets and 15th century buildings. The area is amazingly preserved and accessible on foot. From the top of Toompea, you can look out over much of the old city. Some highlights of the old city include the bustling shops on Viru Street, the 14th century town hall, and the opulent 19th century Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Thank you for staying with us this far. It's now time for the promised bonus fact. Estonia has a sport called wife carrying. Only heavyweights need to apply for this one. While this peculiar Estonian pastime may not have made it to the Olympics, we give it a gold medal for pure entertainment value. What's more, the rules are fairly simple. As the name suggests, husbands pick up their wives and race several hundred meters with their better and clearly wiser halves upside down on their backs, with their legs over their necks and shoulders. The track must have 2 dry obstacles and a 1-meter deep water obstacle. Have you ever been to Estonia before? Comment down below and let us know all about your experience. If you enjoyed the content, uplift the channel by hitting like, subscribe, and also ring the YouTube bell to meet us again in the following video. Until next time.